Joe,
Yo.
interesting press conference there, and Andy Lee, your trainer, said don't read anything that you've seen, don't read into anything that you've seen in the past. What did he mean by that?
What did he mean by that?
Well, you're going to tell me. You're going to give me it, Joe. Come on.
So listen, the fighter that I was in the past
Yeah,
is a different fighter to what I am now.
sure.
And there's a period in my boxing career where I fought and I enjoyed it and I loved it, but then I lost the passion. I lost it. I lost the love for it, passion for the sport. But with this new change of training with Andy and being based here in the UK and having Tyson around, and Tyson being very generous and very helpful in my career, I feel revived.
I was gonna say, you know, how important has that been for you? Like, because that is not an easy thing to do. I know as an ex-fighter, you know, to move up, pack up from where you was, you're a former world champion, move from your home in New Zealand to move to England is a difficult thing for anyone to do, but it shows the hunger that you've got.
Listen, the most difficult thing was leaving my trainer, my old trainer, Kevin Barry. But now that I've linked up with Andy, I feel like I've just started boxing again.
Yeah.
And it is a hard thing leaving my wife and my kids, but there's a reason why I'm doing this, and I'm going to make it worth it, being away from them.
Sure.
I've put in the work, I've trained hard, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed every single part of camp, and now it's time to shine.
What difficulties or problems do you see Joe Joyce posing to you? Because you called him a one-trick pony up there. Do you see that he does anything different to what we've seen in the past, where we know he comes forward, we know he's strong? Do you think he's going to bring anything else to the table?
He does all of that, and he does it well.
Yeah.
He comes forward, throws a lot of punches, takes a good punch, gives a good one back. But he's very deceptive, like his jab, but also his movement. A lot of people think, oh, he's not really that good on his feet, but there's a few fights that I've seen where he does move quite well for a big guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Daniel Dubois said, actually, he said, yeah, he looks a little bit one-dimensional. He said, but that jab, you just don't read it, you don't see it coming. He said he's actually better than what he looks. Is that how you see that?
Right. So even though if you watch fights, sometimes you think, oh, he's only... But we've studied him in a way that we're not underestimating him. We're not thinking that he's just a one-trick pony. There's a few things you can say here and there, whatever,
yeah,
but we know what we're up against. It's a great challenge.
Joe, do you see that you will have to get down in the trenches at some point in this fight? You know, I think it's pretty plain for people to see that you're going to win those early rounds, but at some point in the 12th round, Joe, your experience, you've been there, world champion, mixed with the best, only ever lost to the best. You know at some point you have to get down in the trenches. Do you see that happening in this fight?
I see that happening in this fight 100%. You can box, you can move, you can punch, you can slip, you can slide, but there's going to be a time we're going to stand in and trade. So there's going to be a time we're going to stand in and push him back, shove him around, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to stand there, go at it, and have some fun.
Sure. I mean, he's 37 years of age, you're 30 years of age, but this is his coming-of-age fight, whereas you've been there, seen it done, it proved yourself at the level. Is that the way that you see this as well?
I've done it, and I've seen it, and I've proved myself, but it starts again now.
Sure.
My journey starts now.
Sure.
It's a new phase of my journey. And I know this is his time. He says this is his time. He's 37 years old recently. He's done great things in his career so far, but it stops now.
Number one, number two, the interim title, world heavyweight title on the line, WBO interim world heavyweight title. The loser, where does he go from here? It could be a hard road back, but for the winner, he's right in the mix.
Well, the winner, listen, if I win, I am locked into a rematch clause. So I'm going to fight him twice this year.
Right.
I'm going to fight him this weekend. I'm going to fight him again end of the year, and then I'm free to go.
Sure. What? So that could be your next fight. Whatever happens, you've got a rematch clause in place.
The rematch clause is if I win, there's a rematch clause. If I lose, he can move on.
Sure.
I back myself 100%, and I don't need no rematch clauses. I want to get in there and take care of business the way I know I can.
Give us a prediction for Saturday night. How do we win?
How do we win?
Inside the distance? Do we win on points?
It'll be very nice to get him out of there, so I can be the first person to get him out of there. But I know it's a tough challenge, so my job is just to go in there, beat him up, get the win, return home safely.
Joe, looking forward to Saturday night. Best of luck, mate.
Thank you very much.